fake Kelsey Grammer to kick this show off.
Let's cook this pig.
Here we go. Well, hello there, everyone. This is Keith from Keith's Comics, coming to you from our beautiful Keith's Comics warehouse and studio, in which we are going to try to sell you some stuff tonight. We've picked out some stuff from our warehouse. Chris has been working diligently out there, putting together stuff. Esteban came by a little bit, and we have a really fun show. Set heavy tonight, but it's going to be a lot of fun, I think. Set heavy, some older, it looks like some bronze, maybe a little bit of silver in there. Some sets. Then we have a very rockin' swag tonight, swag time, and Lightning Lane, as always. Chris is over here. He's going to be putting up the books a little bit one at a time. And I guess he's here. Are you there, Chris? No, he's not there.
Sure.
All right, Kaylin's over there giving me the thumbs up for every once in a while. And there we go. There. And Cindy is minding her own knitting, as it were. All of them ready. If you are new to the show, make sure you drop into the comments and say hello. And if you're watching in the future, we appreciate that, because the prices here are good for 35 hours. The show may stay up indefinitely. So just for entertainment, put it on in the background and listen to us talk about comics. If you have some context, throw it in there to the comment section. But make sure you are on the Keith's Comics Network Facebook page. We simulcast this on a lot of our Facebook pages. So you may be watching it someplace, but if you want to claim something, you need to be on the Keith's Comics Network. There is no show next week because of some holiday. I don't know. It's a thing that happens every 365 days around the sun. Halloween night, there will not be a show, and I don't believe currently we're going to do a makeup show. But there we go.
It just depends on how you're feeling.
Yeah, it depends on how we're feeling and how much money we need in the bank account. I guess rents are due the day after. What is the day after Halloween? Dia de la Muerte? Something like that?
All Saints Day.
Is that what it's called?
It was All Saints Day.
All right.
Just check it out.
Chris, do you remember what it's called? Is it Dia de la Muerte or Day of the Dead? Or is that Halloween? Somebody help me out here. All right. Drop into the comments if you're new to the show, and if you're old to the show, drop into the comments. Let's get started over there. Cindy, find the fake Kelsey Grammer. Is he over there at the Spirit Halloween store getting that costume?
Getting his costume.
All right, well, tell him we need to start this show.
And he also says it is called All Saints Day.
It's also called All Hallows Day.
Right. All Hallows Day.
All right.
Hallowmas. Let's kick this pig.
Here we go. Get the show started.
Keith's Comics.
All right, here we go. Looks like I got audio. We got a thumbs up over there on the audio, hopefully. Oh, yeah, we're running about 30 seconds behind, it looks like. Well, great. Alan says, hiya. He's in silent mode at the Kiddo concert. All right. Silent life or silent mode, either one. He'll catch up later whenever he can listen. But I think we have a conditional that he might have mentioned. Hopefully he'll dip into the show. All right, let's see. Chris, you ready with the first book? Let's do it.
Go.
First book for tonight is a Legends of the DC Universe 3D edition. It has the 3D glasses still inside of it. Cool book. Wow, it's hard to believe. This book is 25 years old. From 1998, and beautiful VF copy of this. It's going to be $10 in the store. If you want this book, if you cannot live without this book, if the FOMO is overtaking your life, make sure you're on the Keith's Comics Network Facebook page and type claim Legends 3D. Yeah, that's right. It's going to be $10 if nobody claims it in the store, but you get a little discount to save us from having to work it and process it. $8. $8 is what we're asking for it here tonight. Next up. Oh, we're going double barrel tonight because it is Thor's Day. All right. Thor number 188. Is that right? Thor's Day. All right. All right. In honor of Thor's Day, issue 188 from 1971. The End of Infinity. That's kind of a thing that I didn't think I would ever see. $10 for this solid VG copy. Has a little tape pulled there on Thor's, but a nice, beautiful cover on that. $7 if you claim it here tonight. Thor 188 for Thor's Day. $7. Next up.
Coleman.
Ah, yes.
Here's the lamentation of their women.
And it has it won the Academy Award of Comic Books. It must be true. It tells us right there. 1972. This is I love these covers. They have these little insets. What do we call the framing device? Issue 21 here. Who is that? Is that a Barry Windsor Smith cover with somebody famous inking probably? I believe on the inside of this book, it's Barry Windsor Smith doing the breakdowns with P. Craig Russell actually doing the art. Yeah, right. Yeah, that is pretty. $10 if you let it get to the store somehow. $7 if you claim it here. Conan number 21. When comic covers are better when random objects have words on them. Okay.
What was it, the Alan Irby show?
It's the Alan Irby private show tonight. That's right. It's all good. Oh, hang on just a second. Hiya show. All right, next up. As opposed to Batman, you have Man Bat. If I remember, isn't this all Steve Ditko of all people inside of here?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's it only ran 2 issues, but so this is both issues 1 and 2. I can remember this is one of the first sets I ever got put together. It's pretty neat. All right, here we go. Oh, here we go. Hello, everybody. I'm Keith from Keith's Comics, and finally coming in there. The camera coming in hot. Man Bat 1 and 2. This is the complete set. They're nice, solid, fine copies. Is this Ernie Chan or Chua or Chawa? Which name was he going by?
He kept changing his name. I think Chua came out later.
Yeah. So from 1975, this is both issues, issue 1 and 2, that being both issues. $15 in store, $12 if you claim it here. Next up. Oh, our conditional offering tonight. Conditional means somebody has told me that they were interested in this, and so you can claim it, and that's all good. But if the person who has it on their want list claims it, they jump in front of you. So send us a want list to keithscomicschannel@gmail.com. See, there's an email right up there. And also visit our keithscomics.com for all the updates. That I guess it links to our Facebook and our TikTok and our whatever, our MySpace page. All that kind of stuff is all linked through there. I don't know. Do we still have a MySpace page? I don't know. Probably do.
But nobody's banning it.
All right. So it's a conditional offering. The Doctor Doom is hot. This is the miniseries. When was this? 2019. Mm-hmm. This is all 6 issues of that miniseries. Beautiful VF copies. This is from the collection we just picked up this weekend. It's 3,500 books. I haven't even gone through it yet. Chris couldn't help himself, and while I was distracted, he broke into the warehouse and flipped through all the boxes. And I guess this is one of the things he came back with, which is pretty solid. Dr. Doom 1 through 6, $60 in store, $50 if you claim it here in conditional offering. Next up.
There were new comic boxes, so I had to go through them.
You had to? Is that like a state law? All right.
Psychological imperative.
Some of your favorite guys there on this one. Scene of the crime before they became famous. Who is this? Brubaker and
Michael Lark, who's a local boy, or what has been a local boy for a while.
Yeah. This is Scene of the Crime issues 1, 2, 3, and 4. All 4 issues from, when is this? 1999, I believe it was? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Beautiful VF copies. Complete story here. $13 in store. $10 if you claim it here in the show. Yes, that's right, Alan. Keith Cam activated. Hang on, I got to update here. Last time we did the show, the comments on my screen were not keeping up. Hey, Jerry's here. All right. Welcome, Jerry. I have been working on a show. Jerry is one of our North Dallas customers, and he threw a suggestion out there because he's been collecting comics since they were
written on stone tablets.
Yes, stone tablets. Yeah, when there were 15, not 10 commandments. So I've been slowly putting together a show, and Jerry's going to come in and do the show with us sometime and talk about his recollections of collecting. Jerry, when did you buy your first comic, or did somebody give it to you? It's got to be mid-50s, or was it before then? Let me know in the comments there. It'll be fun hearing his reminiscence talking about comic collecting. All right, next up.
Shiny.
A shiny book. This is Alan Scott Green Lantern #1 from 2023. 1950, about 1957. All right, man. So no golden age. All right, fine. Alan Scott the child said there'd be some kind of check. This is from 2023. This is the foil variant cover of that. It'll be $9 in store or $6 if you claim it here. Everything you wanted to know about Alan Scott, the original Golden Age Green Lantern, created by our old friend, Martin Nodell. And he actually visited and signed in our store once. It was fantastic. All right, $6 if you claim this Green Lantern. Next up. Oh, because it's Thor's Day? Or just because this is a cool series?
Yes.
Thor's Day, Thor's Day, Thor's Day. Another! Baldar the Brave. This is was one of Thor's friends and a few backup stories here and there. And then 1985 got his own mini-series. This is all 4 issues of that. Beautiful VF copies of this. $20 in store. You can see. Oh yes, there they are. Was Simonson involved in this at all? I see covers, right?
I think he was the writer.
Okay.
He was in charge of the Thor's universe. He was doing Thor at the time.
Thorverse. $20 in store. You can claim it though and get this beautiful set for yourself for $15. $15 for Baldar the Brave, complete set from 1985. Next up.
Some action.
All right, we've got a little tie bait. Where's Larry? Is that? I don't know. Maybe our what is it? Notifications didn't go out again this time. I don't know. But this is a cool. This is a cool Nick Cardy cover on that. Oh, this is a job for Super. Oh, he's a little late. From 1973, issue 426. Am I reading that right? Issue 426. A solid mid-grade copy and fine. From 1973, $8. If you golly, that's plus. Did you see who the backup story in this one was?
It's Green Arrow and Human Target.
Green Arrow and the Human Target. It has Dick Dillon and Dick Giordano art, and it's pretty swell. Action Comics number 426 is only $6. Next up.
Roots of the Swamp Thing.
The Roots of the Swamp Thing. Is that the musical group? Issue 1 through 5 from 1986. Yeah, 1986. These were on what do they call this? Baxter paper. They went back and they redid those earlier Len Wein and Bernie Wright's and Swamp Things. How many issues they did? 9, 8 or 9?
Something like that.
Yeah. So this is really cool book with the new coloring and really nice line art because those comics were done back when they printed on paper that was just half a grade above toilet paper. So it was really nice to see these books. This with $30 in store or $25 if you claim it here. Hey, Garrett's here.
Now it's a party.
Yeah, now it's a party. Garrett says the Facebook stream notifications are really spotty and Facebook doesn't let you control your notice with much specificity. You just had to make a phone calendar reminder. All right. Oh, so the tie nip worked. I like that claim. Action 426. Hi, Ty. Hey, welcome to the show. Good to see you. And Garrett, thanks a lot for dropping into the show. Next up. A little Garrett bait while we're here. Marvel Team Up number 108. A really smoking hot VF copy. It's a VF Plus even. From 1981. Man, these should be worth a whole. I think I paid $6 for this in 1981. Putting it together as a back issue. Sweet issue here. Only $6. It's $6 in store, $6 here. But beautiful copy of Marvel Team Up number 108. It went up to what? Issue 150?
Something like that.
Yeah, before it turned into another title. What? Web of Spider-Man, I think?
Really?
I think that's why they canceled it.
Oh, okay.
All right. $6. There we go. Hey, Pablo's here. All the Sergeant Furies are gone. We thought that you were going to be here, but all right, I mean, you can catch it later. Well, what was for dinner? Pablo, tell us what was for dinner. We need to know. All right, some more comic nip coming up here next with a cool issue of Green Lanterns. Where's half the Angelettas here? Because look at this cool issue. Who is it? John Broome doing these issues? I can't.
think so,
Yeah.
He was,
Issue.
he was the regular writer on that for a long time.
Is that right? And then did Gil Kane, or is it Jerry who did the artwork inside of these? I forget. Green Lantern number 31. Both those books, can we move them just to the right a little bit? There we go. It was bugging me there. It was just off for some reason. Issue number 31 from 1964. A solid VG copy of this, and where Green Lantern is giving away power rings. Please, I'll have one. That'd be awesome. $25 in store. That seems like very low. $18 if you cannot live without it, and claim it here. Claim Green Lantern 31. Make sure you're in the Keys Comics Network Facebook page if you're going to do some claiming. Dinner was habanero chicken, and it was spicy, he says. Oh, nice. Cindy made some chili the other day, and it was pretty spicy. That's yeah, it was very spicy. It was a bit delicious. And oddly enough, usually it gets hotter, but it didn't. It mellowed out the next day. Delicious, though. Next up,
we got our swag.
that was Gil Kane. All right, thank you, Jerry.
Got swag.
Oh, it's swag time. All right, swag time. Swag time, swag time. All right, swag time is stuff that whenever we buy collections, sometimes there's just a lot of oddball stuff in there, and we don't have a display section in our store for VHS tapes. Well, that's $7. Wow, who put $7 on that? Cindy must really love that issue. That's pretty cool. This is a VHS of Terminator 2. Let me see that $7 tag on there. Who has a VHS? I noticed that somebody was doing some new editions of VHSs.
What's amazing is a lot of Generation Z like VHS tapes.
I don't know.
Because it's retro.
Because it's retro,
Yeah.
probably. $3 for this VHS of Terminator 2. Judgment Day. Next up,
Except we have a VHS of Batman Forever.
Batman Forever. I don't know. It's I guess DVDs are about to get real cheap since Redbox is going away, and there's 14,000 Redboxes full of DVDs just sitting at every Walgreens. So this is your chance to get into the collectible market with the VHSs. And $3 for this. What was her? Chase Meridian? Was that?
That was the name of her.
Yeah.
Her name.
Yeah, $3 for this VHS of Batman Forever. Next up.
We have more swag, but this is the last VHS tape.
Oh, in the custom case there, even $7. So I guess we all live in a Yellow Submarine whenever you think about it. $7 for this VHS of Yellow Submarine. Next up.
We got Clint Eastwood collection.
Oh, yes. This is an unopened DVD collection, not a Blu-ray, right? It's DVDs. $4 for what movies does it have? That's all your favorites, right?
It has the Holy Trinity of the Man with No Name trilogy, and then it has a Hang 'em High on there.
Hang 'em High, is that a different character, or is it all look the same? But
all different movies.
Oh, wow. Well, there we go. $4 for this unopened Clint Eastwood collection of DVD. Next up.
And similar in theme, we got Harold Kumar going to White Castle.
That's a Blu-ray, though. That's $3, and it's the extreme unrated edition. There was a little while there where we had access to a DVD/VHS/ Blu-ray supplier, and we did pretty well until Best Buy got on board with all the superhero stuff, and they started adding. You could get an action figure with theirs, and they just basically came in and took all of our lunch money and drank our milkshake, and And they couldn't even tell you who was in the Justice League. $3 for this Blu-ray. Next up,
we got
socks. $1 a pair for socks. If you need a set of Superman socks with the Shield logo on them, or a Punisher pair, or a Captain America pair, they're $1 a pair. Nice. Next up.
52nd edition.
52nd edition. That means it's 2 years old. That's I believe, is it the Terror or the Black Terror?
Black Terror.
Black Terror. This is a hardcover edition of this book. It's $3 if you can't live without this edition of the. It's still sealed too. Wow, still sealed. Or it's free if you promise to give it away to somebody, a new nascent collector.
Halloween's coming up.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Trick-or-treaters.
Is that what?
Throw a big book out.
That's right. Trick or treat.
Kid.
Bloop. Oh, the $3 or free if you promise to give it away. What size are those?
Tiny.
What do you mean?
Socks.
Oh,
Big sizes on 'em.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the specialty of those.
One size fits none.
Don't you have really tiny feet?
They look like they're women's sizes.
Crew socks 10 to 13. Fit shoe size 6 to 12, they say.
Shoe size 6 to 12. Yeah, I'm not buying that either. That was on the Superman.
Says the Superman socks with the shield. Logo.
Right. Yeah. This was a big factory seconds collection we bought a long time ago. All right, next up.
Next up. You like action figures? Betcha.
All right.
Action figures?
From the Marvel Legends line, when was this?
5 years ago?
Right around in there, 2019, somewhere around in there, or 2017. I forget what it is. God, we put these in the warehouse and forgot about them. So here you go. You can get your.
Action figures on.
I want to say that those are the wrong prices. The $7 goes on the Human Torch, and the $5 goes on the Iron Man.
Oh, whoops, did I mix it up?
Yeah. There we go. There we go. All right.
Human Torch is on fire.
He's on fire. And so heavy metal. X-Men Marvel Legends with Magneto is $10. You can see we originally had these like $12.99 or $13.99.
$11.99 to $12.99.
Yeah, and the Stealth Iron Man only $5, and the Carol Danvers $5, and the Human Torch $7. All right, no Cyclops figures. So we took those out and then shot them with the BB gun. Next up,
Shoot your eye out.
2 pins or 2, yeah.
oh look at that! These are promotional pin. That's from it's $3. It's the promotional pin for the Kent's Superman series from 1997. If you were doing promotional stuff, that's a Superman sheriff star. What was it? That whole story? One of his
His ancestors.
one of his ancestors was a sheriff. There we go. And then the other one is a Vote DC from 1995. I had forgotten about this, but this is when DC versus Marvel was coming out. And they sent us Vote Marvel pins and Vote DC pins, and this collection had only the DC in it. For 25 to almost 30 years ago.
Topical.
It is topical because they're going to do that big, gigantic, thick $150 version of Marvel versus DC, right?
It's not amalgam, is
No, I'm
it?
talking about we're voting this year.
Oh yeah. It's time to vote. All right, next up.
Very good.
And the last two.
Last two swags are stuff. Who knows where we're going to put this? I'd never even heard of this company. This is $20 for this plate. It's the superhero series. They're all limited. This is number 295, featuring the first appearance of the Justice League plate situation. Pretty neat, pretty well done by a company in McAllen, Texas. Fully licensed. And then the other thing is a Dick Dastardly. It's not
No, Dick Dastardly. It is Dick Dastardly.
Dick Dastardly plush from, I want to say 2002, 2001, 2002, right around in there. $10 if you want to get your Dick Dastardly on. And there we go. Swag is done. Swag time is done. All right, back to the regular show. X-Men 199, an excellent issue of X-Men because there is no Cyclops involved. Issue 149, although it does have one of the most outrageously lame Kitty Pryde costumes ever. It's like maybe somebody attacked the mansion and destroyed her closet and she just picked up whatever she could and put it on because that's what it looks like. Oh, man, gosh. X-Men 149 from 1981, though. Beautiful VF copy, though. $15 in store, $12 if you claim it here. All right. Oh, Pablo's all caught up. Yeah, it would sell a lot better if it had a plate full of tamales. Absolutely. Next up. The Submarine Submariner. This is the special origin issue too. Number 38 from his run starting in 68 and ran through early 70s, somewhere around there. This is getting close to the end, actually. $10 for this solid VG copy, or $7 if you claim it here. Submariner, number 38, $7. We're going to see more than a handful of Submariner books tonight. Mm-hmm. Next up. Oh, there we go. A very nice fine plus / fine copy of Superman number 244 from 1971 of Superman versus Electric Monster. This is a time period too when they were doing these 48 pagers. So you get like usually a double length Superman story, and then you would also have a Golden Age reprint in there too. So these were always fun books. $15 is what we'll have this in the store, or you can claim it tonight for $8. Superman number 244 from 1971, only $8. Next up, Beauty and the Beast. Oh no, sorry, different one. Was there a theme song to that Beauty and the Beast TV show with Terminator? Terminator, Linda Hamilton, Ron Perlman, and
it did, but I don't think it was like words or anything.
It's probably romantic music. Who?
Roy Daughtry. He played father.
Oh, okay, I never watched it. I was busy working.
Reads the Fire and what is it? The Game of Thrones books. He's the guy who reads them, and it's excellent.
Oh, I did not know that. Yeah. He reads the Game of Thrones books. Cool. Beauty and the Beast was a miniseries featuring the ever-loving blue-eyed Beast and Dazzler, who is a relatively new character at this point. And is that Dr. Doom they're fighting? I don't know. You'd have to give me
this dude.
Oh, just take all the
cool
yeah. Who is that guy? Grasshopper Man or something? Spare Man is right. $18 for this complete set of 1, 2, 3, and 4 beautiful VF copies. 25 in store. $18. Next up.
Let's do the Time Warp.
That's right. From 1979, Time Warp was this is all 5 issues of this. I got to tell you, I've been doing this a long time. I'd never seen all 5 issues of this together in one group. Science fiction stories with beautiful Kaluta covers, and then other science fiction comic creators and science fiction writers doing comic stuff here. This is all 5 issues of Time Warp. They're going to be fine, plus the VF copies of this. $30 for the set. Or do you have the back? Can we see the other cover on? Is it number?
All Kaluta covers.
All Kaluta covers. Oh my gosh, look at that! Wow, all 5 issues. $30 in store, or $20 if you know newsstand versions of these too. $20 if you claim it here for Time Warp 1 through 5. Next up. Harley Quinn's romances. Can't remember. There's a specific kind of name these covers have, but from 2023, this was I think bodice rippers or corset busters.
Yeah, bodice rippers.
This Harley Quinn romance from 2023, $10 in store. These were $10 cover price books and $7 if you claim it here tonight. Harley Quinn's romances for the special Harley homicidal maniac in your life. $7. Next up.
Brian Bendis and Man of Steel.
Bendis doing his Superman from 2018. This is all 6 issues of that miniseries. Brian Michael Bendis. Who did the artwork on these? You know.
There are 5. Each comic had a different artist. Like Fabok did that last issue. What was it? Reese did this issue.
That's one way to keep it on time, right?
Oh, yeah.
From 2018, $10 for the entire 6-issue set, or $7 if you claim it here. Man of Steel 1 through 6. Next up.
And Keith's favorite comic, because it says Cyclops must die.
Oh yes, Cyclops must die. Oh, hang on just a second. We got a little something for that. Take that. Yes. This is also a key issue. First appearance of Alex Summer, I believe, who I guess they decided, wow, this Scott Summers so lame. We got to replace him. We'll just bring his brother on board. And so they ended up keeping Scott too. So I don't even know what they were thinking here. But this is issue 54 from 1969, solid VG copy, $45 in store, $38 if you somehow you need this because you're putting together your own anti-Cyclops shrine, because he's just super lame. Look at him. Oh, I can't look at it anymore. Yes. Next up,
lightning round.
Lightning round. Pablo, be careful out there if you're driving. It's time for lightning round. 1, 2, and $3 books. We're going to crush through about 20 books as quickly as we can because we have $1, 2, and $3 bins in our stores. Okay, Chris, let's see what we got.
We got Ashcan of Invasive.
Ashcan of Invasive. I'm not really sure what this is, but it's one of those high concepts. It looks like.
Colin Bunn does a lot of horror stories, and that was one of them.
Colin Bunn is very popular in the horror scene there. What was the publisher on that?
Oni.
That Oni was from 2023. An Ashcan is something they usually they're pretty thin and they send them out as promotionals to us. And this one, do we say $1 on that? All right, $1. There you go. Next up,
Double Take, Beetle Bailey.
Oh, 2 Beetle Baileys. No waiting, $1 or 92 cents actually for 2 Beetle Baileys. Next up,
Another $1. A Donald Duck and a Chip and Dale.
He's Chip and he's Dale. All right. And then a very old Donald Duck. This is a remainder copy. The double takes are 92 cents in our stores, and they're usually really crushed books, stuff I can't throw away anything. So we try to find a way to bundle them up. These 2 very old, very well-read Disney comics, 92 cents. Next up.
Last of our dollar comics. It is Amazing Spider-Man and Adventures in Reading.
Adventures in Reading. This was some kind of promotional comic in the early 80s, I believe it is. Mm-hmm. Louise Simonson doing the writing chores on this, and I forget Bogdanov, maybe. I can't remember who the artist was on it. But this copy evidently was on the bottom of the stack. It's a very rough, perfectly readable, very rough. $1. Next up.
$2 comic, Black Widow number 2.
Oh, yes. Black Widow number 2 with the J. Scott Campbell cover on this. What's that? The blonde-haired Black Widow's name is Alina. All right, so this Black Widow number 2, but this is a mid-grade copy of this. That's why it's only $2. Next up,
our last $2 comic, Newsboy Legion and Boy.
Ah, yes, a one-shot special from a few years ago, Newsboy Legion and Commando. This was like a $4.99, right? Cover price on this. We got this in the collection a couple weeks ago. The random stuff. So maybe somebody wants to read this really cool book with 2 great Simon and Kirby creations, the Newsboy Legion and the Boy Commandos, revisiting that, I guess, to keep their what's it called? The trademarks and their licenses in place. $2 though for this cool issue. But what's really cool about it? All Chaykin. Oh, nice. Next up.
All right, $3 comics.
$3.
Those trace of Solo Avengers with Hawkeye.
Oh, Solo Avengers. Uno Dos Tres. 1 package, 2 comics, $3. 2 issues of Solo Avengers. That's going to be mid-80s, right? Mm-hmm. All right, next up.
Unknown Soldier for $3.
Unknown Soldier for $3. Who is he? Unknown. Next up.
We got this variant, one of the timeless variants with Alex Ross of Medusa.
Oh, yes. I think this has a big goober on it. That's why it's only $3. So $3 for this. What's the actual issue of that? It's like
related to Gomer.
Goober. Yeah, Goober is related to Gomer.
Antithesis, issue 3.
Antithesis. Yes, Fantastic Four Antithesis. Those copy left thingies or some such. I don't know what I'm saying there. So this is slowly kind of.
Is it?
Let's move that. Okay, line this one. This one's right. Mm-hmm. There we go. Oh, no, it's not. Wow. What was I thinking? There we go. All right, Unknown Soldier, $3. Next up.
Jack Kirby's Black Panther number 11.
What? Cool issue. Kirby doing Black Panther. The Kyber the Cruel, is that right? Mm-hmm. Wow, $3. Next up.
Marvel 2-in-1.
Yeah, your world was tilting. Marvel 2-in-1 featuring The Thing and Daredevil and Doomwatch. Does that mean there's Dr. Doom in there? So is Doctor Doom the new Mephisto? Is that everything's going to happen?
Just keep calling it until it never shows
Everybody's
up.
gonna say he's coming in this issue.
And a reminder, there is no Agatha talk yet. Yeah, no, we haven't watched episode 7, right, Cindy?
Yeah, we have not.
And that dropped last night. Next up,
Metalman number 1 from 1993.
1993's Metal Man number 1. I think this is embossed and foil. Woof. Fancy is right. $3. Next up,
Wonder Woman 32.
Wonder Woman 32. This is going to be some George Perez greatness here, I believe. Oh, look at that. Cool.
I think he wrote it because Tom Grummett is listed as the artist. So.
Oh, okay. Did Wallace write it? Next up,
Spider-Man 67.
Spider-Man number 67. I don't know if you know. I think we just had a bunch of these copies, so why not? $3. Next up.
Uh-oh, we got another Medusa.
All right, another one. So let us know if it's the first one or the second one you needed. This is also $3. Next up,
Flash. $2.99.
Perez. Isn't that what I said? What did it say? Gromit or Wallace?
Tom Grummett, the guy who did the art, I believe.
Flash versus the Rainbow Warrior, probably. Oh, the Wizard. There we go. Is that Wizard or Weather Wizard?
Raider.
Rainbow Raider, and who's the other one?
Shade.
Oh, that's Shade. Is he a changing man, or is that a different one? Flash, $1.99. Is that right? $3. Next up,
Super Pals, Jimmy Olsen, number 112.
Jimmy Olsen, 112. A beautiful Neil Adams cover on that. Look at that. That's pretty swell. $3. Next up,
Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane, cat fighting on the cover. Who can go? Who would hate that?
from 1968, and please report yourself to HR. Superman's Lois Lane, number 87?
87.
From 1968, again, wow, Neil Adams just killing it through this time period. Awesome stuff. All right, next up.
Secret Files of the Flash, number 2.
Who's that? What Flash is that? That's some random Flash, right? Where's my
That's
DC
what
folks?
Didn't really care.
I don't know. The Secret Files of number 2. $3. Next up.
Animal Castle.
Man, this book was so hot when it came out. Anybody remember what it's about? Animals protecting some kind of spaceship or something like that?
The politics and stuff like that. And one little cat and her family was trying to survive. It was really good.
I think we had $40 on this book at one point. Now it's $3. Next up.
Mr. Miracle number 1 from a few years ago.
Yeah, Tom King's Mr. Miracle number 1. Now, this is the third printing, so be careful if that. If maybe you wanted to get a taste of this. Move everything to the left there. It's kind of. That's right. A little bit more. Everything. Not just the top.
Well, I'm about to take them all off, so.
There you go. Next up. Well, actually, it's perfect now. Next up.
Uno Dos Tres of Avengers Spotlight.
Avengers Spotlight. Nice.
31, 32.
That number 31 has the first appearance of some super lame character that I can't even believe he got a breakout. But there you go. Uno Dos Tres. That's one package, 2 comics, $3. And that's the end of Lightning Round. All right. Pablo, wake up. It's time. All right. Now we're back to the regular. Oh, see, we said it was set heavy, and here we go. The Scratch miniseries 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 from 2004. 2004. Sam Keith doing the artwork on this Batman miniseries. Oh my gosh, Batman and Werewolves. Oh my, $20 if you let it get to the store somehow. $15 if you claim it here. First one, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Next up,
Star Trek. Star Trek.
All right, 1, 2, and 3. This is the they don't do this anymore, do they? This is a movie adaptation of the first Star Trek, the motion picture movie. So how did they get that? See, DC was owned by some,
Warner.
not then, were they? I don't know,
Yeah,
but
in the 70s.
so here we go. 1, 2, and 3 from 1980. Was that no? Did they wait a while to or 1980? Did they wait a while? Wasn't the first Star Trek?
79.
Was it? I guess they waited a while to do it. $12 if you claim it here. Which one is this? This is not the. This is V'ger, right?
Yeah.
$15 in store, $12. Golly, and I sat through that in the theater twice, if I recall correctly. $12 if you claim it here. The movie was in '79. Okay, so I guess 1980 is not out of the question. All right, next up. More Submariner. This is the first appearance of Rock. I don't know. From 1971, issue 41, though. This is a really swell, fine plus copy, though. $15 in store. These are criminally underpriced. $11 if you claim it here for Submariner. Submariner, if you will. $11. Submariner. Number 41. Next up.
Metamorpho.
Oh, it's a Metamorpho set because we're set heavy tonight. This is all the issues of that miniseries from, I was just thinking when I did this, wouldn't it be horrible if you had the powers of Metamorpho, but you were not smart enough in chemistry, so you couldn't figure out how to use your powers, and you ended up like poisoning yourself? That's what would happen to Keith. Metamorpho 1, 2, 3, and 4 from 1983 or 93. 93. Beautiful VF copies. $12 in store or $10 if you claim it here tonight. Let's see. Like unto so. All right. Next up.
Avengers set.
Game set match heavy. That is the Smash, right? 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50 of Avengers from 2021. This is the whole. Oh, it's Dr. Doom in there. Oh my gosh. Avengers 50 there. This is the Red She-Hulk storyline, right? World War She-Hulk. This is wow, that's a crazy cover right there. $25 in store. Are we going to get Red She-Hulk in the
the Hulk movie coming out?
the Hulk
Captain America movie?
the Captain America movie? I don't know. We'll see. World War She-Hulk, $18 for the complete set. Next up.
Don't get burned. It's the original Man of Steel.
Oh, don't get burned. I see what you did there. Issue 1 through 6 of Man of Steel from 1986, $30 in store, $25 if you claim it here. All 6 issues. So they did this 6-part miniseries, and then he took over and did a new number 1.
Yeah.
All right, 6-issue miniseries, kind of to an amuse-bouche, if you will, getting ready for the Burn Superman. Next up, Redneck Fury. Last 3 books. All right, 3. Oh, here comes a set. Did somebody pick up their TV rights to this? Are they making a show out of this?
Someone bought the rights, but that's all the last we heard.
Oh, okay, so Sex Criminals from Image Comics and Zdarsky, is that right? This is the first 5 issues of that. First printings, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I forget the price on that. $30? Is that right? $40. All right.
$50 in store.
Oh my! $50 in store, $40 if you claim it here. For Sex Criminals 1 through 5. Next up.
Number 2.
2 from the year 2000. We got Neil Gaiman doing his long-lost Green Lantern story. The art inside of this is really cool because he's a bunch of different artists. Unfortunately, he's got this Frank Miller cover, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it's a prestige format, really cool book. $12 in store, $9 if you claim it here. Neil Gaiman doing Legend of the Green Flame. Next up,
last book of the night.
Last book of the night. Well, I would say that because we have a second show. After we shut this show down, we will kind of clean up and get ready, and then we have an all variants show, mostly ratios, but a couple other things. We said we were set heavy, and there we go. Beautiful. Is that Jusco painted cover on that? And maybe a Dennis Cowan cover on the last one. 1 through 4 from 1990, all prestige formats, $20 in store, $14. I know I got a lot more than this when this was hot when it came out. Oh my gosh, it was hot. $14 if you claim it here. Deathlock 1 through 4 miniseries. There we go. Another one's in the book. Yes, I think you're right, Jerry. The Man of Steel had the first variant. Now there were other variant covers as I did not know this, but as we worked back issues over the last 30 years, sometimes they did second printings and other variant covers. Dell did and Gold Key did. as we discovered, there are multiple printings of some of those 60s books, but ones that they did on purpose to release at the same time. I think Jerry is right on the nose here. Man of Steel #1 had a special cover, and then Katie barred the door. It's all over with. And if that worked, Legends of the Dark Knight is going to do even better with 5 covers. And the next thing you know, Dynamic Forces is doing 72 covers for every issue that comes out. All right. Chris has been here with me tonight. Cindy's over there minding her own knitting. And Kaylin is making sure we're on the straight and narrow over there. She's listed a lot of stuff on eBay the last couple of weeks. You should check that out. Wow, a lot of stuff. And we've been selling a lot of stuff on eBay. We had a nice announcement last week. If you missed that, we signed brand new leases for all of our stores. So you're stuck with us. There we go. All right. For Keith's Comics, I am Keith. If I don't see you in the stores, I'll see you next time.
Keith's Comics.